guys, good morning everybody. How's everybody out there in YouTube land this morning? Wow, July 29th, 2018. Wow, 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 wow. Beautiful Sunday morning here in the Bay. Beautiful Sunday morning, kids. Look at this. Huh? Just absolutely gorgeous out here. Hardly any big waves. A little bit of a breeze blowing about 4 or 5 miles an hour. Just gorgeous day out here on the bay. Wishing you guys were doing this. Wishing you guys were here. Come on, this is like freaking awesome, man. Slept like a rock last night. Got back from Douglas's and watched a movie and had a beer by myself and just sort of chilled out for a little bit. And the dog, she just plopped right out, man. She was playing all day yesterday with Douglas's dog, so we got back to the boat. I got down, I set the bed up and stuff, and man, she crashed hard. I had to literally push her off to her side of the bed in order for me to go to bed last night. She was just zonked out. Now, of course, she's up on deck under patrol, walking around, making sure everything is where it's supposed to be this morning, so as she does every morning. Got a couple things I wanted to go over with today. But before I do that, let me check the chat here real quick. Hey, Gene Callahan, what's up? Good morning, Chief. Good morning. Hey, Bryant, what's up, man? How you guys doing? A couple of things I wanted to shout out about. 12 degrees last night. Hit my PayPal account for $30 for Douglas, and then again $30 for me. And that seemed to me like it was a little excessive to be donating to both of us, but I really wanted to reach out again since he donated twice. I'm thanking him twice. So just wanted to give 12 degrees a shout out and tell him thank you very much for the contribution to the PayPal account. That was most appreciated. Now, I did a video, I released a video yesterday, the channel intro, kind of give you guys a little bit of my hopes and dreams and a little bit where I came from and where I'm going. Try to keep it really short, so I didn't go into as much detail as I possibly could have. Seems like there was some confusion from what I could see by reading some of the comments in the chat, but overall it seems like it was very well received. Had some footage back in the day when I did my television show on Versus Network, and also some plans for some stuff in the future that I'm kind of excited about and looking forward to. So always kind of cool to be having something to look forward to. You know, there's this new citizen science project I'm getting involved in where we're going to be dragging collection nets trying to collect phytoplankton and zooplankton so that we can submit those to the lab, and they're going to then, you know, kind of dissect them and see how much plastic the zooplankton and phytoplankton have been eating, because that's the first step where this microplastics enters into our food supply, guys. Yes, our food supply, because the zooplankton and the phytoplankton eat the plastic, and then little bit bigger fishes eat them, and then bigger fishes eat them. You know, you got to remember sharks, or not sharks rather, but whale sharks and whales. They live on pretty much on types of zooplankton and phytoplankton, krill and stuff. So some of the biggest fish in the world eat some of the smallest stuff out there swimming, and that small stuff's eating all that plastic. So, and then of course, you know, the smaller fish get eaten by the bigger fish, and the bigger fish get eaten by even bigger fish. So, you know, every time you go and you buy some crab or you buy some tuna or you buy some lobster, you know, it's going to have some of that plastic in it, because that's just how it works through the food system. So anyhow, my phone did its darkening thing again, making it damn near impossible for me to see anything. So let me see if I can see the damn chat. Yeah, I don't think I can now. I don't know why it does that, but I see people saying good morning. I can't make out your names. I do see the morning, so good morning to everybody. I'm sorry if I'm not naming you by name, but it's very difficult for me in this bright sunlight to see the chat. So my apologies for that. All right, I'm going to set you guys up here for a second so I can go ahead and do this. So I got a package in the mail today. Well, not today. It actually came a few days ago. It was shipped to Douglas. And I wanted to give a shout out and a thanks to SV Tickle Me Fin, a viewer of my channel, and he's down in apparently, I think, Jacksonville, Florida. Anyhow, he has a metal shop, and so he was able to make something for me that I really needed here on the boat. In fact, my project's been kind of on hold waiting for this to get here. So inside the box there's this, and then inside this, and you know, frankly, I opened this up already, so. But what's inside here are aluminum plates. Stamped out and cut aluminum plates. So you're saying to yourself, well, what good is an aluminum plate? Why would I be excited about aluminum plates? Well, because as you can see, he even made me some fairly round ones. Not exactly round. I mean, he kind of cut them out, but he put a lot of effort into trying to make these things kind of round for me, and I really appreciate that, man. I really do. So what these are going to be used for is, you see here on the back of the boat, right there is the mounting spot where my push pit goes. And then you'll also see here where I've got my other deck hardware is mounted. And what's happened on my boat is there's a couple spots where that has actually ripped up out of the deck. When they mounted the push pit originally at the factory, they didn't put any kind of a backing plate behind it. And so when it got hit, the push pit got hit apparently on this side, the previous owner apparently had it hit, it just, the nuts pulled right up through the fiberglass. All they had was bolts with a nut, not even a washer behind the nut, just a bolt with a nut behind it. And so there was no backing plates. And so that's what these are going to be. These round ones are going to be the backing plates for the push pit. And then for my cleats on the deck, I'm going to be putting some of these in underneath there, drilling holes through them, and then mounting the cleats so that this becomes a backing plate for the cleats. And the cleats are really critical that they be properly backed, because after all, when I'm tied onto the anchor, that anchor is tied to a cleat up on the forward deck, and I suspect that cleat is also nothing more than just a bolt through the fiberglass with a nut behind it, and not have any kind of a backing plate behind that. So this is one of the improvements I'm going to be doing to the boat, is I'm going to be creating these backing plates. That this backing plate does for me as well is it also gives me a floor to work with. I know that seems kind of odd, but there where the fiberglass has to be patched, I want to seal that and patch that. With the backing plate behind it, it almost really won't matter very much, but I want to get the backing plate mounted up underneath there, and then make some fiberglass resin, and then fill those holes with solid resin. It really won't have the strength that normal fiberglass would have, because fiberglass has got the mesh netting, and so you've got that road. Okay, I think I'm back. I'm trying to hold my phone up higher to get a better signal. We're getting disconnected